All right, everyone. On the final hour of this episode, part 2 of today, I have PlaqueDoctorPunk. And I forgot who referred you. I usually do, but you DM'd me, or I DM'd you, whichever it was, and we communicated to get this interview going. So, oh yeah, that's right. I popped in your live, and I was like, hey, let's go. I remember that. And it was someone else told me to tell you, but I forgot who. But it's all good. They'll probably yell at me in chat eventually. Who was it?
Rose did.
Rose? Oh, yeah, Rose. She'll yell at me in a few minutes. And thank you for that sub, Rose. I don't know if I got to say thank you when I walked away or it was BRB on BRB. Now, first things first. Any question I ask that can, like, trigger you or whatever, or just you don't want to answer, you can just bypass. You can say no. Okay, we'll move on from that one, because that's just, I don't want this to be uncomfortable. I want this to be a fun, good time. Like, just like we're hanging out. Like, we were like, hey, we're going to do collabs. Okay, what's up? Okay. Now, next thing is the first question I ask everyone, and that's an awesome Steampunk thing. That's a really cool get up.
Thank you.
We'll ask about that in a little bit. First question: who is PlaqueDoctorPunk outside of the creative world, where it's just like you working and like doing what you do?
Okay, outside of the creative world of TikTok, basically, I am a butcher for a grocery chain. Wasn't really my choice of career path, but it ended up coming to that eventually. Other than that, most of my spare time is spent content creating and just hanging out via the interwebs.
Okay, so when you hang out on the interweb, what do you do the most?
God, most of the time it's been just hanging out in my Discord with a whole bunch of creator buddies of mine. Also, I do play PC games every now and then. Not as much as I would like, but I do.
Well, it's kind of hard. Hollow Pumpkin, thank you for that tier 1 sub. You are freaking awesome. Everyone who is subbed today is freaking awesome. Thank you for that. You're one of them who's subbed. Thank you. So, like damn, that made me derail my train. God. Anyway, thank you, Hollow, for derailing my train. Good job. You're good at that. So you brain fart. Hold on.
Words.
The words are not working. They're not. They're going from filter to this to whatever. So you are a butcher. You didn't want it to be your career, but it is your career now. And you love content creation. So since you love content creation, why, or not why, but what are you trying to do to make it a career path or a form of, like, where you can actually quit your job? And yes, words. That is true, Lex Devin. Yes.
God damn it. Anyway, basically, I've tried the whole thing with Twitch. I've actually tried doing the whole Twitch affiliate thing in my past, but I was working overnights for Walgreens at the time, and that with working overnights sucked because I wasn't really getting the viewership around the same time. Plus, trying to stick with the trends in gaming, where you're basically spending $60 on a game just to keep up with what's popular. So I tried the whole Twitch thing for a while. And everything, but I've been now doing this TikTok thing, and it's exploded for me, kind of. Not exactly I was expecting, but it's been going pretty well.
Okay. So you were trying to stay with the trends on Twitch?
Well, basically, like, the popular games and stuff like that, because when I started the whole Twitch thing, that was back in 2009.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, that's when, like, it was okay to do trends. Now, like, it's one of those where, no, You just stick to, like, you pick one thing that you like and you could play with your friends, and then a solo game once in a while. That's kind of like how it is now.
Right.
And that's why you'll see me mostly play Apex or in a random other game once in a while, but I'm usually with friends on a call. Yeah, Twitch is one of those kind of like, I love it, but it's, you got to find yourself and something that your community that you built likes doing with you. Like, I'm pretty sure you got your own community from TikTok, and everyone knows you for your content. Yes, and Dead by Daylight, yes. Well, multiplayer game. Hellcat. And it's one of those where you are known on TikTok and you could play games with your friends. I don't know what you like playing, but like, pick like an easy game for all your friends and be like, hey, come join me. I'll be live on Twitch and let's hang out and chat and play some games. And that's kind of like where I started seeing growth with my gaming stuff, was when I started playing with like multiple people and hanging out with multiple people. I love Twitch is a love-hate relationship, so I understand where, like, you tried it and you're just like, why? I get it. What about YouTube? Have you ever thought of doing that?
I've actually tried that.
Okay. No, okay, let me guess. Did you do gaming?
I did gaming, and I tried to do the whole thing with, like, how the creatures set it up back in the day when the creatures were a thing.
Creatures?
So it was Minecraft, basically, or basically Sky Factory and stuff like that. I've tried.
Okay. Yeah,
doing
like,
Twitch videos on that.
I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I think doing gaming on YouTube is a complete waste of time unless you have an editor that is willing to grow with you and like make stuff with you.
Again, this was back then where it was start. I look young. I'm 30 years old. So when I started all this stuff, I was probably about a teenager back in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And yes, that's a Baby Yoda, but it's not a magnet. It's hanging from the thing. I get what you're saying. Now, if you make content on TikTok and you could transpose a lot of those that don't have copyrights and audios onto YouTube and make compilation videos, and some people will come across it and will watch it. Now, when it comes to like doing gaming and stuff, I think that's a complete waste of time unless you got an editor. I really do. I hate it.
Now, yes, definitely.
Because the stuff and everything you got put into it to stand out and actually make it look funny. I was talking to my editor. I asked him how long it took him to make my 6 or 8 minute video. I forgot what it was. He's like, oh, I spent like 80 hours working on it. I'm like, yeah, no. I'd rather work on a project that's going to like be really cool, hit hard, and be quick. Like, I'm working on Got the Gots. And thank you for duetting that.
You're welcome. I absolutely love that thing.
That's actually going to be a mini series. We got 4 seasons storyboard out.
Nice.
So everyone look forward to that. Now, let's get back on track with you. So you're going to try TikTok and you're going to push forward with that. What are you going to do with TikTok to actually push it forward to make content creation your career?
You know, it's hard to say with even TikTok, because TikTok for me is a love-hate relationship. Basically, I just post videos pretty much every day. I have drafts, but mostly it's an everyday grind for me. If it eventually comes to being a career, I would be grateful, but as of right now, it's not looking so great. But, you know, I still plug away at it because I enjoy it. I have fun with it. Right now, I consider it more so a hobby.
Okay. All right, fair enough. If you could make it a career, would you?
100% yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I would love to see everyone, whoever wants to do what they love doing, make it a career, because that's the only way you'll be happy in life, actually. So, Rose has a question. When did you get the mask?
Oh, this guy here? Basically, I got it a week ago. It was 3D printed on an Etsy store, and it was basically all black. So I had to go out there with my bronze spray paint the whole entire thing, and add the weathering and all to it. And most of the effect to it now is all thanks to the lighting.
So wait, you had that 3D printed, and you spray painted it to make it look like that?
To basically, yeah.
Wow, I didn't even. How do you even do that?
Basically, like, you start primer, and then you spray paint it, bronze, gold, however you want it. And then you get either it's like a dark brown oil-based paint or a dark black oil-based paint. And you put it in like all the cracks where you want it to look dirty or more gritty around the mask, and then wipe it off so it just fills in the crevices and everything. How I learned that was thanks to Adam Savage on Tested on YouTube.
Yeah, well, there's a YouTube video for yourself, actually. You could actually do stuff like that, like how I get this look, how I do this, and actually refer to people who you saw too, but you have a different technique, obviously, because you're a different person, and people would come to you for you.
Right.
So you could actually do stuff like that. Now, that's really cool, because that caught my eye immediately when I saw your TikToks. Like, ooh, this is pretty cool. Like, you got the clock on the right hand, like you got the, or maybe that's your left hand on the camera. I don't know, but like that's just really cool.
Both of them there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
The gauntlet here, though, I didn't do any of the leather work to it. It just came into pieces. I mostly painted it and actually assembled it together.
Cool.
But like any of the leather and everything, it just came to me in pieces, and I had to get all the straps in there and get this thing put together right.
Very cool, very cool. So, with TikTok, why'd you download the app in the first place?
Boy, I was bored during my butcher apprenticeship on a break, and I saw the advertisements, and I'm like, oh, download this, see what's up. I watched it for a good bit, and was like, oh, I could probably do something, and bought a Plague Doctor's mask, and started from there. May 10th, 2019 was my first video.
Okay. Nice, nice. What was it?
And basically, it was just me sitting around showing off this guy.
Okay.
This is the very first mask that I debuted Dr. Scourge, my Plague Doctor. At the time, he did not have a name. He was just known as a Plague Doctor. I just did random ass videos. In fact, he didn't have a full getup like he does now. It was just me in like this old busted up Halloween jacket with blue jeans and a t-shirt underneath it, and the mask.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what is it? OCs and characters progress through time and get better through time, or like regress in time depending on how they go and what kind of like paths they take. Right. And you started from there and then made all these other OCs. And look, and when did you make this one actually?
This one was at 10K.
Okay.
This was my 10K goal OC, and he didn't originally have this vest or this undershirt. It was a different vest, a different undershirt. The undershirt was actually like a thin hoodie that I completely just died in doing videos. It got so hot that I'm like, I have to change the undershirt and I have to change the vest somehow. Okay. And then, I mean, I still have the original hat, but I am probably going to get another one or try to make another one.
Okay.
In that sense to...
That looks really cool. And you custom made the hat, right?
Basically the hat, I got all the bits and pieces from Amazon, But the hat, believe it or not, was an old New Year's hat. I just ripped the New Year's felt off of it.
Oh my god. Okay, you went from like I'm making something that's literally like $2 into something you could probably sell for like 100.
Boy.
Oh, that's epic. That's pretty epic. And there you go, content creation like that. So, wow, that's pretty cool. I like that. You made something so cheap into something that like you could like actually make a living from, and it looks badass. Like that actually looks badass. So,
honestly, just a lot of hot glue, man.
Hey, a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people don't see that structure. Like you see that structure. I don't.
Right.
But I could sit here and see like you and what your structure and what you could do to be able to like quit your day job and like make other career paths or that you want to do in your life. Like,
right.
I could see that in people and like help coax people into like not coax but guide them to what they need to do and try things. But it still runs in the end like up to you. You have to put the effort, the time. That's why I only get like 2 hours of sleep because I'm just like working on stuff. So you like so when you're thinking about these ideas for your OCs, what runs across your head or where do you get the inspiration from?
Oh god. Whenever for my Plague Doctor, for one, like I said, he just started out as a nothing nobody. I just had him dressed up. I'm like, I'll do videos to this. And then I joined a Discord server of another TikToker, and she had the World Ended like RP Discord thing going on.
Okay.
I auditioned for that, and lo and behold, I had to make a bio and make a name for him and do all this stuff. And instantly my D&D background kicked in because I used to write stuff for Dungeons and Dragons and I used to DM for a group of friends. So I'm like, okay, I'll bust out the old books, see what I can do. I made him, got his name, and his full name is Nathan J. Scourge. But where I got the name from is actually from Repo to Genetic Opera.
Really?
Because I'm absolutely in love with Nathan, the main character of it. And how sick and sadistic he is because he was blackmailed and so on and so forth. And kind of with Scourge, I can go into a lot about Scourge. In fact, Danvers, who I'm wearing right now, basically is Scourge's younger brother. And I had to integrate that with them and got them a storyline. And my other story lines from my other OCs now are starting to connect with that. And then I came up with a universe for it all, which is the Fade, or the full thing is the Fade universe. And that's a little bit of a play off of the Dragon Age version of the Fade, but a little more so time travel-y, if you will.
Okay. Very interesting. Now, speaking of the Fade, a lot of people were talking about that, and the Fade is Plague's dimensional traversing realm, and part of your storyline. The hell is all that?
Basically, okay. To understand the Fade, you have to understand Dr. Scourge, my first character. Dr. Scourge is a blood mage, and he also uses that in his way to try to cure his patients. Now, if you know Dragon Age, the blood mages in Dragon Age have access to the realm called the Fade. Now, what I did for that to make it kind of my own is instead of having to go into a sleep state, they are in a passive state and they can, as long as they know either blood magic or have some type of relic that is somewhat of a demonic relic, they can go into that universe and travel and meet other demons, other types of OCs, anything like that. And sorry if I'm talking with my hands a lot.
I do the same thing. No worries. No worries.
I've gotten used to that via TikTok.
No, you good. It adds more character to people because you're expressing your emotion as you're talking. I do the same thing. Okay, fair enough. That you've got the idea from Dragon Age, and then you kind of warped it to be your own, so it's kind of original, but still based off of that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, Hollow Pumpkin had a question. So, which OC would you consider the hardest to do videos with?
There's actually two.
Okay, so there's two.
Yeah. My Vampire Remus and Danvers, because these aren't on when I do them. I am completely blind doing my videos.
Oh, you sound like Blood.
I am completely blind when I do anything transition-wise or anything with those two. Same goes with my Purge OC, but he's a little bit easier to do because I have a little bit more light, so I have a little bit more of a realm to know, okay, this is where I have to stand. Where Remus and Danvers here, I have no clue. I kind of have to do like one of these to look through the and see the camera to line myself up right.
Oh my god. And you can't wear contacts?
I've tried in the past to just normal contacts and they bug my eyes a lot.
Oh.
So I don't I could go through and deal with the suffering of the contacts. I just choose not to.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would say just use the contacts for photo shoots. I mean, it might make your eyes bloodshot, but it'll add effects.
Right.
Why are your eyes bloodshot? I got contacts in. Oh. I believe me, I'm not like drugged up or anything. It's just straight contacts, okay? All right. So, Jetto was asking, where are you from?
I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Oh man, that's where Wolf of the Void went. He went to Pittsburgh. He was going to hang out with his girlfriend. Damn, he was like right around the corner from you then.
Give or take. I'm like in a town outside of Pennsylvania called Bethel Park.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly city-wise, but I'm like, let's say 30 to 45 minutes probably away from the city.
Okay. That's not too bad at all. I mean, he drove from Idaho, so I mean,
yeah.
he wouldn't have cared. So you fixed the Plague Max so you can see straight through the lenses?
This guy, the original guy?
Yeah.
The original guy, no. The original guy, if you get any of your Plague Masks off of Amazon, Etsy, or something like that, they make them so bird-like that you're seeing out the side of your head. So your vision, instead of straight ahead, it is diagonal.
Huh.
It is 100% diagonal. And I don't have it here with me, but I got my new mask from PlaqueDoctorPunk.com. If you want to see that website, links in my bio on TikTok.
Okay.
If you're interested. But he does amazing work, and he does one for glasses.
Oh, wow.
And that's the one I got. So my vision is straight ahead. I'm not seeing outside the side of my head at all. And it's a lot more vision oriented.
Huh.
Now you get what you pay for. So I'm not saying at all it's cheap. It wasn't cheap.
Oh yeah, that looks. Those things are costly because it's like custom design. It's made with probably real material that's actually very well, he knows that this material is going to last a long time instead of like cheap like stuff.
Yeah, it's actual real leather and hand stitched.
Oh
so
yeah.
He put some really hard work into it, and he molded the leather so it fits over the glasses. Basically, something like that, something for mine, and this is just for your chap to know and everything. It costed me $375 US.
Sounds about right.
And I am very, very grateful that I had a good following at the time, because some of my followers via TikTok gifts and donations actually helped get me that mask.
Nice.
So,
well, thank you, TikTok followers of PlaqueDoctorPunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now I understand the name. So like, you're a plague doctor, and then you do steampunk. Okay. Wow, that took me a second. Don't mind me. My gears are slow at times, and then they randomly catch up and go like, oh, hello.
Yeah. Originally, it wasn't supposed to be a combination of the two. Like, I was supposed to make a steampunk plague doctor. That's why this guy's all spiky and bronzed. But the better mask wasn't. And, I'm like, okay, well, then I'll just make a separate steampunk OC.
Fair enough. Yeah, that helps out. But the combination of the two would work too.
Yeah.
You should make it like somehow figure out a new character altogether where it's like a combination of both, but like only half and then not. It's I don't know. Ideas are rolling in. So
it's a good idea. I've actually been looking into on that actually.
Nice.
So because I want to combine the two and have a different doctor altogether, because more so my OCs, they're more so on the dark and evil side. Danvers, though, he's more so like Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins, if you watch it, where he's all about pride and honor.
Okay.
Where Scourge is basically depressed sad boy.
Fair enough. Okay. So depressed sad boy. That was actually a very interesting description.
Yeah.
Like you look at him like, man, you're such a mopey Matt today. What do you expect?
Pretty much.
So back to TikTok. You started TikTok last year in May, if I remember correctly. Well, didn't start it, but you started watching it when you downloaded it. And you probably have done a lot of duets, which you've done one with me recently, which I was like, oh my god, he actually did it. Yes, thank you. And what are your favorite creators on TikTok that you go to, just like, you're like, what has this person done lately?
Oh my god, there is a list. And I can tell you right now, and my number one, she's actually my TikTok crush as well, so we'll get into that. But she not recently, but she left TikTok like a month or two ago. But it's a Strange Land.
I've heard of them.
She is absolutely amazing. She was actually one of the first ones to actually, instead of me duetting her, she actually duetted me. And I helped inspire her steampunk OC that she did. Her steampunk Maddie. Part of my look is inspired her. And when I found out she left, I was heartbroken, but for reasons I found out, she left, and I can understand why she did. But if she because I posted this on Insta and everything that I'm doing this, and if she's somehow in the chat, I just wanted to tell her thank you, because honestly, she's what kept me going with this.
Okay.
Because for whatever reason, like I said, TikTok and I have a love-hate relationship. I always end up in the shadow realm.
Fair enough.
Constantly. Like, my videos go from maybe 600 or more views to 100 or more views within a week.
Thank you for those titties, Hollow Pumpkin.
And but yeah, It's a Strange Land is my number one. My number two would be Camilla Severin.
Fair enough.
I was at one point absolutely obsessed with Camilla, to the point where half my content when I first started was duets with her.
Nice.
Like, to the point where she followed me back when I hit 1K. Like,
damn.
And I'm very, very grateful for her. And I've actually gotten, other than the lives that she's been recently doing, I actually got to talk to her outside of TikTok.
Awesome.
Which was absolutely amazing.
That is awesome. That's awesome. So you got this Strange Land, you said, correct?
It's a Strange Land.
It is a Strange Land.
Camilla, yeah. Camilla. And then next one I absolutely adore is one of them that you interviewed, but Haley.
Haley
Lewis or whatever.
Yeah, she's awesome. She was awesome to interview. I had a great time. Everyone I interview, I have a great time. I like, it's always fun. And that's it. Like, when people leave TikTok, like how the Swedish lady left, and how other people leave, I mean, it's like, just why? But it is what it is. People have lives, and sometimes there's too much stuff going on outside of TikTok that people don't see, and they need to take a break, or yeah. So
yeah,
we learned, like, your two main people. So now that we know those two main people, what caught your eye to those two?
Okay. For both of them, I absolutely love the black and white aesthetic that they have about their OCs, because Camilla and JoJo and Joel have that whole black and white contrast to their videos, where it's dark and like dark humor, but also like her movements and everything just match it. So that caught my eye right off the bat, because the contrast and just her movements and her sense of humor. And the same goes for It's a Strange Land. They both kind of had that same feel and vibe to their stuff.
Okay. That's very cool. So, like, because of the black and white, you're able to, like, it just caught your eye. Like, man, like, you just feel what they're trying to portray.
Right.
It's like just bleeding through the camera, and they're just showing off everything perfectly. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your favorite duet you have ever received from anyone?
That would be It's a Strange Land. It was a Family Guy audio.
Oh, God.
Where basically Stewie tells Brian to put on these red high heels. And they have a fight back and forth, saying he's not going to put them on.
Okay.
For certain reasons. It was like a hygienic health reason kind of thing.
I know Family Guy. I know that's got to be funny.
It was good.
That's awesome. That's like the sound from Family Guy, where it's Brian and Stewie is being shown something, like, oh, that's you. Oh, God. No. Oh, God. Like, something like that. And I've seen people do so many silly things with that, or like, hey, you just saw that. He. Like, oh, my God. Oh my God.
Welcome to Pillow World, Brian.
Yes. Put on the glasses? What? Little Jester 13. Yes, that audio macabre. Yes. So, also cookies in the oven. What? I'm reading some of these comments like, whoa, why are there cookies in the oven? Like, what? I want cookies now. What? Why? Okay, so those are your favorite duet. That's your favorite duet you received. So you got your favorite creators, which is basically Camilla Severin and It's a Strange Land. So those two are your all-time favorites. Now, if you could collab with anyone, I'm pretty sure it's going to be those two. You have any plans to collab with them? Yeah, I know even though It's a Strange Land left, but
I would absolutely love to, and I've actually been invited to basically Denmark by Camilla at one point. But with COVID and everything, it's kind of hard. Plus, my job right now, I don't have the funds to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could, and I had the funds, I definitely would. There's no doubt about it. The other two I would absolutely love to collab with is actually Alucard and Toxicat.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Why is that?
Because actually, Alucard and Toxicat have shown me so much support. They've actually been in my lives on TikTok, and I've actually duetted Alucard a lot with his Big Mouth audios.
Okay.
For the hormone demon thing, it cracks me up every time, and I'm like, I have to do this.
That's awesome. Yeah, Alucard. Almost every time I call, actually no. After we followed each other, every time I went live, I noticed he always popped in. Even it was always for a little bit, hung out for a little bit, but always popped in. And he does show a lot of support. And seeing what he does and then what Toxic Cat does, their freaking makeup takes forever to do, and they make good content. It's awesome.
Tell me about it, man.
I saw the collab that they did because Hostile Bond is my bro. And I was watching all those videos. I'm like, man, I wish I was there, but I can't be.
Right.
I did too. Links. I found Ice Wolf also, ironically, today. Go figure. We're talking about Genshin Impact or Genshin. I don't know how to say it. Whatever. It's a fun game. It's free. Let's see. Put on the shoes. It plays off. It's a playoff on Put on the Glasses live. Oh, that totally just went zoom. I'm like, what? So, what got you into steampunk originally?
Basically seeing photos and pictures of it. Because long before this, I followed a whole bunch of cosplayers on Instagram and stuff like that. Before I even started, I supported the cosplay community like crazy. One of the first cosplayers I actually ever met was Jessica Negri.
Really?
Yep.
Thank you for the titties! Thank you for those titties, Rose. 202 titties. That's an interesting number. So, you met Jessica Negri. Man, you both are good at derailing people. What the hell? I was about to ask a question that, thank you for the titties. Like, wait, what? Hold on. And it kind of collaborates with Jessica Negri, because didn't she, do something? If I remember correctly.
I don't know her recent stuff, to be honest with you, because I've kind of fallen off of the whole Instagram thing, because I've been busy with my life. But, as far as I know, her career has skyrocketed.
Well, yeah, she's just... she's been doing it for years. So that's, really kind of how it happens. It's you start something, and you just don't stop. But then also... Thank you for the titties! Son of a bitch, thank you for the titties. Fucking 400 titties? Holy shit! That's a lot of titties. Anyway... You start something and you don't stop, but then also you got to realize if something isn't working, to keep trying different things while still doing what you love, but doing other things to get the success that you need to be able to get what you love out there also. That's what I like for my YouTube channel. That's what I did. I started making gaming stuff, which I honestly liked but didn't like because I just felt like this just take too much time. I'm like, oh my god, come on. So, because like editing gaming stuff takes forever. Now, I started doing
Thank you for the
guides. And guys, son of a bitch, just stop it, you're derailing me. Hold on, what? Okay, thank you for those titties, Rose. 200 and what? 6? Hell yeah. So with like making gaming guides, that was easier because all I had to do was fight the boss and then go, okay, this is what happens in the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Not like editing or finding highlights and adding silly stuff in it. No, none of that. Then I started making podcasts and guides for TikTok on how to do things, and those are the things that really kicked off. The guides for TikTok, I'm like, meh. The guides for gaming, I like because it's gaming. And for my interviews and podcasts, I love these. Those didn't get me many views, but my guides did for TikTok. So it's like I had to use this multiple roadmap to be able to get to where I'm at now. And now, if anyone says, "Hey," someone says, "Do you know Final?" They're like, "FinalHarps." They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You actually know me? What the hell?" I've gone in lives and people are like, "Oh, hi, Final." Like, can I just hang out? Like, what? Like, you're the interview guy. I'm like, you're right. Hi, Chess Kitty. Hi, Final. And that's the thing. Like, yeah, my point I'm getting to is that her career has blown up because she kept going and trying new things. Like,
right.
So that's what it is. She just kept going and going and going. Like, no matter what you do, if you want to be a content creator, you can't do something of the same way, but you got to do what you love while trying other things to get to what you love to actually work too. It's weird. It's annoying, but that's how it is. You just can't stop. Can't stop. Sorry.
It's okay.
So, this is a fun time. I'm enjoying myself. Everyone's like trying to derail me now. So just stop it, please. Stop it.
Dude, I wish my lives were this chaotic.
Only my interviews are. My usual stuff, it's like chaotic when we're playing and people are like, or I'm yelling at people.
Titties!
Rose, thank you for those titties. Those are a lot of titties. I can't even count that. Okay, 71 titties. Okay. So, son of a bitch. All right. You all stop it! Oh, Kitty, really? All right. All right. Can we get to some questions here, please? So, you got OCs coming along. You got all this. I'm trying to formulate a damn question. I don't have any. Glitter is the devil. So, son of a bitch.
Thank you for the titties!
What the fuck? Hello, Pumpkin, thank you for the titties. Stop! Just stop! Alright. I got nothing right now. You all they killed me. What the hell? Okay, look. I actually have to go to my freaking questions and figure out something. Alright. What is your best damn social skill that you have when you're hanging out with people?
Ugh. To be honest with you, I don't hang out with many people outside of this, actually. My social life is basically my Discord.
Fair enough. Kind of same here, like Discord / gaming. Yeah. So like when you're out and you walk across someone and you see them and you feel like you could have a conversation with them, or you think that, which is very rare nowadays. Are you good at communicating with someone or not?
No, I suck.
Fair enough.
Like, I suck at it, man.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so okay, you plan on making content creation your career. We already kind of talked about that. We talked about the actions that you would take. What would be one thing you would want to try from everything else that you have done as a content creator that is totally different and abstract from your normal self as like an insane try to say, hey, let's see if this works?
Oh God. I've actually wanted to do this, and one of the main reasons why I do TikTok, because I love making videos and stuff like that, but I inspired to be a filmmaker at one point. But I was told, you're never going to go anywhere with that. It's freelance. Most of the time, you're not. I've been told a lot of shit.
Thank you for the titties.
Thank you for those titties.
And basically, my dream job actually was to work for Rooster Teeth.
Really? Rooster Teeth?
Yeah. Whether it be on the editing team, writing team, something like that.
Thank you for the
was
titties.
my dream job back when I was in high school, is to work for those guys, because I've been following those guys, and my account is basically grandfathered to them. I've been around watching Rooster Teeth content since Red vs. Blue Season 2.
Really? And thank you for those titties, Hollow Pumpkin and Rose. Jesus, you guys are like destroying me. They'd be dabbed 9 times in a row. They're throwing titties at me. And honestly, like, whatever anyone says that's negative in your life that says you can't do, always tell them, well, I'm sorry that you can't do anything in your life and you're trying to make me feel like I can't do it, but I will do it, unlike you.
And honestly, doing these TikTok videos is kind of my punch in the face to them as well, because I actually enjoy doing this. Even though it's really not my voice, or, you know, can say, like, it's an audio app, basically. I'm still acting out the character as best as I can and writing this stuff for these characters. So yeah, like, I enjoy doing it, and it's kind of my fuck you to basically those people that said, yeah, you can't do this.
Fair enough. And yeah, you got, like, I hate it when people say, oh, you can't do that, you won't be able to do it. It's like, no. I was I was at work on Saturday. I got done. My supervisor called me throughout the day and was like, it's just asking a question about the miles for the truck, so I forgot to put the miles in the truck. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. And like, when I get back to the truck, I'll give it to you. And I get back to work. She was like, I was talking to you earlier. Are you okay? And this is the one supervisor where she hates everyone and doesn't talk to anyone. I said, no, I'm just really tired. I only get like 2-3 hours of sleep at night, and I usually only catch up on Saturdays for sleep. She's like, oh, that's not good. I went, well, if I want to quit this job, I have to. And it's true. Like, I sacrifice sleep so I could make like all these contents and stuff. And
right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, Blood Vixen has a question. What is your favorite aspect about making videos? And I think Hollow Pumpkin, or no, Lil Gesture had one too. Here we go.
Thank you for the titties.
All these titties and dabs are throwing me off. Stop with the titties. Thank you for those gay titties, Lynx. All right, so I know I asked the question. I forgot what it was. Do you?
Basically, my favorite aspect to, like, doing these videos and stuff like that, like, honestly, I always go by this, and this is something that Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth have also taught me over the years watching them create stuff, is if it makes you smile and it makes you laugh or it gets you interested to do more, then post it and put it out there, because other people will like that too. And sure enough, it works, man. Like, if I feel like it's funny as all hell and stuff like that, I'll post it and put it out there. Sure enough, I get views and likes and everything like that. And I've done this, and I've posted stuff that I'm kind of iffy I'm not sure this will do well or like and whatnot. And sure enough, yeah, because that person also sees that I wasn't enjoying doing that. So I always try to make sure the videos that I'm doing, I enjoy doing it, and it also makes me laugh and smile while doing it.
Awesome.
Stuff like that, so.
And that's how it should be. You always should be like happy and doing what you want to do, and that's what. Like,
Thank you for the titties.
damn it with those titties! Thank you, Pup Skill, for those that one titty. Now, what are your top 5 bands and movies?
Oh God. I don't really have a top 5, but for movie wise, I'm one of those guys. If it's so bad that it's good, so anything Trauma, I absolutely love.
Okay.
But if we're talking that, I love the Evil Dead series like crazy. Absolutely love that. Favorite band right now would be Ghost. I absolutely love Ghost and their aspect to it, because basically they're content creating along with doing music. Like, seriously, it's a band that's set up to be like a satanic cult, even though they're really not. But they kind of have that prep. Like, the guy comes out in a Pope robe with an upside down cross on it and everything, and starts singing like almost like these 80s and 90s rock hymns that kind of throw you off, because you can think he's talking about God, but he's really not. He's talking about the other guy.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Someone else talked about Ghost too. I forgot who, but I checked them out. It was pretty interesting. I'm like, huh. Not that I would listen to all the time, but yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, like, dude, check out their like YouTube, because their skits are hilarious. Like, they do skits for their band tour stuff.
Okay.
And one, they did like a Halloween tour, and it's a conversation between the Papa and one of the satanic old nuns.
Okay.
And they're talking about like Omen number 6 or so, and they have this back and forth about like rebuilding a franchise.
Really?
It's surreal. It's funny as hell.
Okay. Okay. Really? That's pretty awesome, actually. Like, you got like a band that's creating actual like movies and cults and stuff with everything. Oh, wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah, their recent album, actually, the one I think they have. Well, they have a recent album that only has 2 songs in it, but it's that recent album is called 7 Inches of Satanic Panic. And then the one before that, which is called Prequel, and it's a concept album completely about the Black Plague.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool, actually. Very cool. Very cool. So, all right, I'm going to get to a few more questions in chat that there were, and I'm going to start asking, what is it? My last 3 closing questions. We're getting close to the hour. From Saying Jester, but he's a little jester in here. Do you think RT went way downhill in the past 2 to 3 years, or since Monty died, rather?
Okay, Rooster Teeth has upped their game.
1 second. I am so glad you know what he's talking about, because I am like, what? I was like, yes. What? Okay.
Rooster Teeth has upped their game since then and everything. They've gotten a lot more into like the whole motion sensor stuff and everything. They used to machinimate, so there was a lot of head bobbing and a lot of robotic movements. Now it's a lot more fluid and everything, because they have all that tracking stuff and everything. And they really, really, like, Monty, was the brains behind the choreography and everything like that, but they still try to put his stuff into it. like they still credit Monty for Ruby because that was Ruby was Monty's baby, and they still credit him for that, and they still have a lot of stuff written by him that they put into the show. Like they make sure it's something that he would do. But they did have a mishap, and I kind of try not to talk about it because Rooster Teeth did an investigation and they got rid of the guy. But just to put it out there, they have a branch called Achievement Hunter that has Jeff, who plays Griff off of Red vs. Blue, and Jack Patillo and all those guys. They do gaming content. Well, one of their members, by the name of Ryan Haywood, apparently did some sketchy things with a couple fans.
Okay.
That got leaked out, and they recently took care of that. He's no longer with the company and everything like that. But they took, I would say, almost a half of a month break from doing any content.
Thank you for the
just to make sure they wipe out everything.
Holy shit, Rose! Thank you for those 1,000 biddies. I mean, /titties. What the fuck? Thank you. Holy crap! You guys, stop with the titties. Just stop.
So, for Rooster Teeth, I still believe they have potential. I still love their content. It just sucks that things happen. And they can only get better off of that. Really, they learn. They're still learning content to this day because back then they just had joysticks and a whole bunch of Xboxes connected together to make Red versus Blue, and that's how they first started. They didn't have any of the top of the line stuff, and now they're like this big company that a lot of animators and everything want to work for.
Right. And, what did they do? They didn't stop.
Yeah.
They just didn't stop. They didn't let anything hold them back. And say, I don't have the right equipment to do this. Just fucking make something. Get off your lazy hind. Ask people. Talk to people. Hey. Right. I'm trying to filter out a few more questions before I start asking my closing ones. Check out Avatar if you like Ghosts. Their audio visuals are amazing. Oh, that's a suggestion. Avatar was amazing back then. It still is amazing. Actually, no. I'd have to say the best movie that did animation into with voice actors was Roger Rabbit. You watch that acting in the play with the art style. It's so on point. It's ridiculous, and it looks better than modern CGI.
Right, to be honest with you, a good CGI film that still holds up to this day is the old Jurassic Parks. That CGI, you can kind of tell when they use practical and stuff like that, but it still holds up.
It does. Question from Blood Vixen. What is your favorite aspect about making videos?
Okay. Jesus. Ugh. What does she mean by aspect? I'm sorry. Drawing a blank here.
As in, when you make videos, what is another reason why you like making videos? I know one is you like making people smile.
Okay, yeah, another one. Honestly, it's the show that I can do this. That I'm proving people that told me I couldn't do this wrong. And honestly, I love creating the stories, the characters, bringing them to life, and everything. And honestly, if anybody ever wanted to do a gender bend of one of my characters, I'd be all down for it just to see how they would portray the character. Because, a lot of people, would put their own spin on things and stuff like that. But I love seeing that and stuff like that. No, I'm not saying go steal my work. I'm not saying that. But like, if somebody was to come up and ask me, "Hey, can I do a gender bend to one of your characters?" and you know, show you what I think that your character would do, I'd say go for it. Because I just love seeing it all. I love seeing what people.
You love seeing what people can get inspired from you after creating something. That's really cool. That's really cool. And I feel the same way. Like when I've done interviews, I've actually inspired other people to do interviews. I've watched them. Was it Dark Skull 324 Happy started doing interviews too, and I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. Did you get the idea from me? I have to ask. He's like, yes. And like, you did a great job. You were able to keep going and stuff. It was really cool. And I was like, it's amazing when you create someone and someone actually sees it and does stuff. So it's really cool. Now there was another question, and yes, Hollow, I could see that. I just looked up that character, Uncle Crow from Ruby. I could OC him. I could see that actually, or cosplay him. If you could do the horizontal tango with a Disney character, who would it be and why? What?
With a Disney character?
What, Blood? You're just like, wait, hold on. You know, most of them are underage, right?
Christ. Oh, wow.
Hey, Blood, you just derailed both of us. Like,
horizontal, like, oh, god damn. Ugh. That's a toughie.
So, yeah. The last three questions. So the first one is, what is a question that I didn't get to cover during the interview that you thought I would ask, or you want to be asked?
Thank you for the titties.
Oh, boy.
Stop with the titties! Stop with them, please. Says you will do a Crow cosplay and ask written questions. Oh, I will ask the questions. I know one's actually. This one really quick. Actually, would you like to be a dragon or own a dragon?
Would you like to be a dragon or be a dragon?
Nice. Why?
Why else not? I mean, dude, magical fire breath and shit, man. You can fly.
Honestly, it doesn't have to be limited to fire breath. You can make anything up as a dragon because they're magical creatures of funness.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, fire breath, all that stuff. Your scales are basically freaking armor, and if you go by Beowulf rules, then you can only die if somebody actually pierces your damn heart.
True that. Damn.
Yeah.
And stop with the titties, please! Oh, okay. Now back to the other question before I ask that quick one. Any questions I didn't get to cover that you wanted to cover that you're like, oh, he didn't ask this one, why?
God, I mean, not that I can think of. You pretty much nailed it, and as we went on, I pretty much said what, I figured I would say today, so.
Fair enough. Okay. Now, the next question. Is there any interesting facts about yourself that no one knows about? Like how DR.ZED, prosthetic leg, Gothic Thug, no belly button. Ari goes raw with her femur bones connected, like her, the two in between their arms. She has no space in between there.
I would have to take off my glove for this one. This is gonna be kind of a little bit nasty.
I had what is it? Mama, or I forgot her name. Damn it, I can't remember her name, but she human head butcher block where she puts a nail in her nose.
I mean, it's not that bad, but
She did it live and like fucking showed everyone.
Thank you for the titties.
Stop!
But
Thank you, Holopunko, for those 200 titties. Jeez. Can we stop with the titties?
Unzipping the glove is hard with a freaking glove hand. God damn it!
I mean, you'd rather have a glove stay on than slip off.
Right.
Disney horizontal tangle. We have no answer for that one because most of the fucking Disney characters that are the main characters are underage. That's wrong.
But I could show you with the one hand, but I'm double jointed in my thumb, so I can seriously like pop it out of place.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
And everything. So it just looks like I'm popping it forward, but no, I can tell you right now, it feels
the
like
joint is backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. So I think that definitely is interesting. No one would really know that. That is interesting. Now, the last question. Do you have any questions for me and Blood?
Thank you for the titties.
Oh, 2 gay titties. Why? Everyone is like nailing the fucking derailments tonight.
And okay. Fuck. But you got the guts.
You got the guts?
I don't got the guts. But...
I got the guts. The bots have got the guts and the socks. Blood felt like Dr. Seuss writing that.
Oh my god, dude. I'm like, I know that was gonna be a question. I'm like, do I say that?
Ooh. Who's got the guts?
The bots got the guts.
What are the guts in the socks?
Oh man, dude, I love it so much. But seriously, what really got you two into content creating in general? This is for both of you.
Personally, me, I got into content creation because my buddy is a partner on Twitch, SMK Gaming 05. He's been doing it for 6 years now, and I was like, why not? After like I lost my damn it! Stop! Paulo, stop! Just stop! Everyone, stop! Please stop. Anyway, got it. I did it because I lost my job at UPS because don't trust customers. Put it that way. Next one is I was working for a bus company, didn't like it, and then I started working for the post office. I like it, but then I realized I don't want to be a labor worker my entire life. And I see that my buddy is doing it. Let's take my hand at it. And I'm a person that I will not stop trying new things until something works. I will literally stay in a boss fight trying to find how to beat the boss by myself with like no gear and eventually overcome.
That was me in Dark Souls.
Yeah. And so I sat here, and as I just started making content, I realized as I went through the whole storyboard of the paths I have taken on my YouTube channel, that's kind of like what my thought process has been throughout this whole journey. Is like I finally found something I like, and I'm going to keep doing it until I find something that works and I like. My interviews do great live. On my YouTube channel, not so good. They don't get many views. But at the same point, I'm not really known on YouTube for interviews yet. I want to get my interviews projected into the right people. So essentially, I started this because I wanted to not work for the man anymore. That's like really the baseline. And my goal is to use YouTube as my main source of income. And when people love to donate, like you guys throwing titties at me, stop throwing titties at me. Like I don't want to rely on crowdsourcing to be able to pay the bills. I want to rely on something that is like where I'm not relying on my friends to support me, even though I love the support, but it's like, just stop. And like, that's kind of what I want to do. That's really why I want to stop working for the man and work for myself and help others, like with content creation. Like every time I have an interview now, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I asked them now, are you planning on making content creation your career? You're like, yeah, I don't know how or what. I tried this. I'm like, well, did you try this? And I literally think of ideas while we're talking.
Right.
Like, and that's what I go for. Like I gave Monk photography. Why don't you take still pictures and make it into a comic since you're a writer also?
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever done that with that I know of with cosplayers and their original characters. Be like, hey, I'll make a comic for you. You could do this. Just please promote it because I'm trying to do this as a thing now. Okay, let's go. And that's what I like doing. But yeah, that's the main reason why me, Blood. Are you going to answer your side of the question? Because I know she is a natural knack for a writer, as you saw the second episode of Got the Gots. She wrote all that whole script, and let me tell you that she straight up felt like Dr. Seuss.
I bet.
Yes, it will be the funniest highlight reel of this one. If you guys been clipping everything, yeah, it will be, because that was hilarious. All those titties, freaking titties. Well, about saying one of the titties. Oh my god, that's right. That's true. Oh my god. That's why I got into it, because I realized I have a knack for communication. Once I got into the podcast, I have a knack of, I always like when I see someone doing something that could be done easier and better for them, of saying, hey, try it this way, do it this way, do this, do that, do this. So no, I want you to say it, Blood, not me. Well, anyway, so I was like, you know what, I want to do this. I want to do this on a platform that people actually go to learn from, to like spread my knowledge, help people out. And every time like someone asks this question, I've been asked it numerous times, it evolves a little bit each time. And sometimes, and it's very interesting. So I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was watching Hostile Bond's interview, and he said, what did you get into this? And I went, wow, my whole perspective on it has changed in like when I last interviewed him earlier this year. And that's just where I'm at right now, just doing this, getting no sleep, working 6 days a week. And
thank you for the titties.
God damn it! Stop with the titties! Thank you, Hollow Pumpkin, for the 100 titties. You're awesome. But can you stop, please? Please? So I mean, I could go on for hours about this because I love this topic.
Thank
I really
you for
do.
the titties.
Stop! Pump skill, stop! Stop it. More. Please. Blood got into it. There's numerous reasons. She's a knack at writing. She's a knack at anything artistic. Like if you saw Grim the Fallen One's interview, it's literally talking to him was like talking to my wife, minus different health problems. Blood has some health issues where she can't do shoots for a long time. She has to take long breaks, and there's a lot of other stuff. And it's a way that she just put in. It's also a way to show who she really am through my characters and have a sense of control over things that are out of her control. And that's what the things that are out of her control are her health issues. So that's why she does it. And I personally love doing that stuff with him. I can't speak. But anyway, I love doing them with her. I really do. So with that being said, is there any other questions you have?
Not really.
Not really? Nothing? Nothing at all?
For you too? Oh, God.
Could be anything.
I mean...
And it could be just directed at one of us.
Alright, well, okay, so for FinalHarps, where did the name come from?
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, my last name's Harper. I've been called Harps randomly here and there. I played guitar, so I was trying to make a name, and I wanted to do something with harps because it's used, but it's not really that used too often. Now, the final part is, since I was making a gaming channel, and one of my favorite RPGs and very first one I ever played was Final Fantasy VI. That hit my heart. It just took me away, and I honestly just was at my buddy's house, SMK Gaming 05, when I made this, and I was like, FinalHarps. I checked to see if it was taken anywhere, and it wasn't taken. And that's where FinalHarps came to be. Like, it was I wanted something that was memorable for and it has a story, because I made other names, I didn't like where they came from. So I wanted it to have a meaning. And now I wanted to make something that wasn't taken by many people and can't get like confused. Right. And I wanted something that was really easy to remember. You always remember the final thing you do, and harps is just so easy to say. And it's FinalHarps. It had all the criteria, and it had meaning to me. That's where that came from.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Get you there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
You're good? You sure?
I'm positive on this.
You're positive? Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Now, thank you. We're going to be... I'm going to actually cut it tonight because I've been trying to like calm down a little bit and get some extra sleep. So I'm going to go raid.
Thank you for the titties.
God damn it with those titties. Can you stop? Please stop. Stop. I got to just like stop streaming right now to stop the titties. Jesus. So anyway, as I was saying, God damn, what was I saying? All right, you guys are going to have a choice of 3 content creators on TikTok that we're going to go raid. I'm going to say 3 names. You all should know them. First one is King of Ashes 21. Do you want crazy crack-headed energy that it's just going to be like, how the hell do you have all this energy for only doing this? As much as I want to sing Jester, I kind of just want to chill out. I just want to have a chill out night. I've been kind of like exhausted, and I just want to catch up on a little rest. So I'm going to chill out tonight. So we have King of Ashes 21. So if you want crackhead energy, we'll go there. Do you want Red Ghost? What is she playing? She's playing Phasmatopia. So do you want to get scared and see some crazy jump scares? No, I love it. No, just stop with the titties. Yes, I'm tired of them. Just stop. You want to see Red Ghost and get scared and talk to Red Ghost, hang out with her? Or do you want to go raid Kino Saze? The one that I actually talked over on seductive type jokes, but she will goof around and have a good time. Now, all 3 of them are cool people to hang out with. Chat, choose now. No, I'm playing Jensen, just not live on stream. All right, we got King for 1. You played. You got a suggestion?
Do I? Yeah. I would go with Kino.
Kino? Okay, we got Kino. We got King. All right, come on, guys. Come on, vote. Hurry up. Before I make this. All right, King. 2 for King. I can't count, but 2 for King. 2 for Kino. Okay. 3 for King. You can't choose? What? Come on, guys. Come on. You got 5 seconds, or 20 seconds. Okay, it's King. Because that's about half the chat now. Unless somehow Kino hits the thing. All right, King of Ashes it is. So, you want crackhead energy? And you want to wake up? Oh, I know. Kino's awesome, too. Kino is awesome. We all know that. Like, Kino is a staple in the community that if, like, you talk to her, you actually get a hold of her, she will be there. And she will help out. With that being said, we're going to go raid King of Ashes 21. You're going to get some crackheaded energy. He's playing Apex, so be prepared for crazy hype or yelling. Oh shit! Chance getting called out by Kino. Damn! That's kind of awkward. I'll pop in and hang out with you, Kino, for a little bit. I will catch you all later. And I'm going to keep you on the line for a little bit, Plague, to talk to you a little bit after. Talk to you all later. Have a good night, and I'll pop in your stream, Kino. Later! Bye-bye! Keep on TikToking. Peace.